Am I live? Looks like it. Right, spin in circles a couple times. Give me a second. Alright. Now, while I wait for people to show up, which is very likely not going to happen, let's go ahead and equip my crew with a item drop rate. Magic attack. You can have that one. Item drop rate. Whoops. Just being goofy, don't mind me. How to do? That's XP earned. No, you're a healer, so you might as well have that one. Ignore that I've not given my crew better weapons or armor. I'd say it's on the to-do list, but then I would be lying. First things first, let's check out these Colosseum quests. Although I suppose I should give people a chance to show up. And if I'm going to be doing anything, I shouldn't do the interesting thing first. So let's go ahead and farm out a couple of slates. And then I'll go into the Colosseum. I really should set it up to where I can see if I've actually got any viewers. Currently, the only thing visible to me is chat. Which isn't going to help if nobody's chatting. Let's go ahead and explore. Well, there's not a whole lot of world, Duelia. Let's go ahead and just knock this floor out a couple times. Ow. First monster dropped a slate. I don't think you did anything, Euelia. I do seem to be getting a lot of slates, which is good. Considering that's what I'm actually after. I have a feeling the game is too loud. But I also don't have any way to know for sure. I could have tested it, but that doesn't actually help in my experience. In fact, there's a chance that the game is too loud even for me. I don't want to speak louder just to speak over it. I'm half tempted to turn off the buddy chatter. I mean, Damien's not too bad, or Damon, as he is in this one. But Euelia's voice is weirdly shrill. Come on. I had a really good luck. I don't think you did anything, Euelia. Again. Sweet. Alright. And if I just come down here, leave the treasure grove, I can come back in and do this floor again. My character looks a little bit sad that I retired, but it's whatever. I'm not going to be guilt-tripped into giving away this amazing floor. I need all of those slates I can get. I don't know how many recipes there are, or if the game tells you when you've got them all. But I'm hoping that there is a devilish guild hall appearance that I don't have yet. Ow. Why do they keep saying that, like there's a, like combat's over? Way to miss, Damon.
wasn't so bad.
Also, I don't know who Sloan is. The fact that I don't know who he is tells me that he's from Fantasy Life Online.
That takes care of that.
Rest in pieces.
Hopefully my skills were of service. Allow me to handle this.
Yeah, I might turn those off.
I really gave it my all, you know.
I'm sure you did. Options, setting, blah 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 blah. Voice language, play together, crossplay, party member effects, and multiplayer, minimap rotation.
Hey, pal.
Hmm.
Hey, pal.
I don't want to turn volume all the way down. I just want them to shut up a little bit. Nope. I'm just gonna have to turn voice down. There we go. That'll probably be quite a bit less annoying. Especially when Euelia's super shrill. She hasn't said it 1,000 times yet. But she likes to chant that her heart is racing, and it's really annoying. I like the buddy system, but they could talk a tiny bit less than they do. Of course, you could probably say the same about me. Alright, last thing I want to do is aggro them both at the same time. There we go. I don't actually care about whatever that last item is. Retired. Still no viewers. Big sad. But not to be unexpected. The seeds have grown. Let's water them. Oh, I didn't even mean to plant this. Just gonna get my mouse off the screen. Perform a remake 2 times. Alright, what was I gonna do? I have to talk to Edward. I also have to cough. 1 moment. Alright, I have returned. Let's go and appraise some slates. Let's see here. These are all recipes you've already found before. I'll hold on to them for research purposes. Unfortunate. This is a good source of life cures. Of course, I can make those myself. Let's go and appraise more slates. Yep, all recipes I've gotten before. And again, all recipes I've gotten before. Of course, that was only 28 of them. I've given the dude 50-something slates before, and gotten all duplicates. Which is, you know, understandable. I don't know how many there are. Let's go ahead and explore a couple more times while I'm waiting for somebody to show up and chat with me. I'm all alone. I can't remember what the tree is at the end of this. I think it's a dragon horn tree. Which I do and do not need. What I really need is whatever the stone you get the Sultan Stone from. Because like 2 or 3 Sultan Stones are the only thing standing between me and becoming a hero alchemist. Whoop. Ow. I'm pretty bad at combat in this game, which is why I need to do the Colosseum stuff. Just be really funny. Well, that mostly missed. I think it's interesting how I get, like, frying pans and stuff from shadow monsters. I want to have a cherry saw. But I got a silver frying pan from the Dark Panther. Get a good amount of mysterious slates. Let's not aggro the 21st enemy. If I do and finish the floor, I can't keep repeating it like this. Of course, this is probably not that entertaining to watch. Nobody's watching it yet, so that's fine. Not ideal. I would like to do the Colosseum. I might just do that next. Whoops, not that floor. Even if nobody shows up, I'll do the Colosseum. It's something I have to do anyway. It's kind of disappointing how I'm not getting new recipes from these slates. Getting plenty of slates. Can I focus on the monster I'm trying to attack, please? Alright. Let's make my way around. Those shadow coyotes, or wolves, whatever they are, make a very interesting sound when they die. Pretty morbid thing to say, but it's a video game. Yes, Damon, protect your people. Let's not aggro that carroty. Kind of interesting how I can one-tap the sharks, but the carrots can survive a charged attack. It's just strange that they seem to be stronger than sharks. And carrots are the one thing stronger than sharks. Yeah, I'm retired. Leave me alone. Alright, let's appraise these slates and hope I actually get a new recipe. I probably won't. But that is just the way the cookie crumbles. What do you want now, Sloan? Why do you need a sugar bow? And why are you trading it to me for a campfire? Couldn't make him his bow. It's in here somewhere. Cherry bow, blah, 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 oak bow. Here we go. No idea why he wants this. He's asked me for a saw before. He's not an archer or a carpenter, so maybe he's just messing with me. Wrong one. Good thing nobody's here to have seen that. There we go. Should still be perfect, even though I screwed up. Let's see here. Charge attack damage plus earth damage plus. Got a good amount of XP for it. Yo, Sloan, I've got you a, where is he? He was just out here. Oh, there he is. Here's your bow. I don't want the campfire, but that 800 dash really isn't that helpful either. You can have this as well. It's not just, I'm not just dumping something I don't need on you. What is it? Ooh, ghastly stew. I'm glad I did that. I can't imagine I've got the skill to craft that, but that sounds like the weird ghost stew, because it is. I can totally craft that. Plus 100 combat power for 30 seconds. If I could decorate with this, that would be cool. I would like to imagine the ghost is animated. Yulia, what are you doing? I love trying new things, even if I'm not the best at them. Alright, I suppose that's fine. Ba-ba-ba-bow. Let's go to the Colosseum. At Swolian Island. I'm sorry, did I just read that this was called Squat Pier? I don't know how I've missed that before. Yep, it's called Squat Pier. That's stupid. I like it. The Colosseum quests. At the Colosseum, you must fight your way to the top in increasingly challenging battles. If a Colosseum opponent feels too challenging, approach the platform by the exit any time to leave. You can come back for a rematch when you're stronger. Alright. Hey, mighty warrior, are you ready to go muscle to muscle against our passionate fighters? Corn on the cob, accept challenge. Oh, that's my reward. Alright then, please make your way inside. I wish you luck, pluck, and many glorious muscles. Oh good, I do keep my mages. Bring in our ripped and shredded warriors. Today's contestant is Satu. And their challenge will be fresh cornies. This is absurd. One moment, my phone just vibrated at me. Well, just a YouTube notification. I don't have time to watch somebody else live stream. I'm live streaming. Who will win? Let their muscles decide. It's a bunch of mages versus some corn. Yeah, I know your heart is racing you, Elliot. You know, for a bunch of corn, they are actually putting up a decent fight. Also, I think my entire party having item drop chance plus is not helpful here. But it's too late to make everybody EXP gear. That was impressive, an impressive victory. Congratulations, brah. Also, wait, 3 corn on the cob plus. Quest complete. Alright, let's check out the next one. Hey, mighty warrior, are you ready to go muscle to muscle against our passionate fighters again? 9 green gel. That seems like a bit of a downgrade from the corn on the cob, but alright. Alright then, please, make your way inside. I wish you luck, pluck, and many glorious muscles. I have a feeling he's going to say that every round. Bring in our ripped and shredded warriors. Today's contestant is Satu. And the challenge will be tropical toads. Who will win? Let their muscles decide. The absurdity continues. I do like the combat music in this game. Sloane gets the last hit. That was an impressive victory. Congratulations. 9 gel is definitely a downgrade. Let's check out the next one. Little tails. I think I need those to make life cures, so that's actually not a bad reward. Yep, bring in the muscles. The Gecko Gang. Who will win? Let's go. I hope that 4 powerful mages can defeat a couple lizards. Boom. Wiped the majority of them out in one hit. I mean, it was a big super attack, but my point stands. Am I getting XP for this? I hope so. Corns again. Oh, sorry, that's Cornella. But 9 corn on the cob is nothing to shake a stick at. I don't actually know what it does, but I'm sure it's helpful for somebody. Let the battle commence. Kind of interesting that it's telling me to get out of range, but nobody was in range of that. Alright. I think I got the final hit, as impressive as Damon's attack was. Hell yeah, I should probably see what corn on the cob even does. I've gotten 12 of them now from my Colosseum victories. Corn on the cob plus 40 crafting for 4 attempts. Not terrible. I really should be re-rolling my treasure groves. Hey, mighty warrior, are you ready to go muscle to muscle against our passionate fighters? Now this is a real fight, and a good reward. Right then, please make your way inside. I wish you luck, pluck, and blah blah blah. We do have an interesting little party here. Will they manage to survive Tunoko Quetzal? Our toughest challenge. Is this really your toughest challenge? I thought the arenas would last longer. Let's go ahead and start with a powerful attack. I'm hoping this isn't the actual final challenge. Alright, boss is heated. Yeah, there's no way this is the hardest boss here. Because that was really easy. You win. Promoted. Okay, that is good. Aspirant. Sounds like perspirant. I don't know why I said that. But nobody heard me say it, so it's fine. You've been promoted to aspirant rank. Come back when you're ready to muscle your way to the top. Yeah, this is just what we're going to be doing. Quest complete. Hey, mighty warrior, are you ready to go muscle to muscle? Against some snakes? Alright then, let's go. I do wish the yellow eyes were more yellow. Like, they look pretty yellow in this image, but they're like orange in a lot of lighting. And the challenge will be green greens. Gang gang, who will win? Let their muscles decide. The way our party just charges into the middle of them at the end of the cutscene is kind of silly, considering that's not where we want to be as mages. I think Damien just saved my life. I wasn't in any real danger, but Damien did help me there. That was an impressive victory. Sure it was. This isn't a bad source of crafting materials, actually. Some star apples. That's pretty good, too. I can use it to make a drink that gives me, like, 130 gathering for multiple attempts. And the challenge will be Love Apple. Sounds like a band. Who will win? Let their muscles decide. And down to 2. Huh. Do Damien and Sloane both have dark magic? If so, that's not good. Sloane should be using earth magic. Let me check, actually. Equipment. Yeah, Sloane is also using dark magic. That's water, wind, light. I'll have to make him an earth staff eventually. For now, we can have just 2 dark mages. It's fine. Ooh, python scales. Bringing our ripped and shredded warriors. Who will win? Let their muscles decide. Don't let me forget to actually see if I'm gaining XP for these kills. Oh, I done been poisoned. Yeah, I need to find out why my game thinks I'm still using keyboard controls. Huh, I actually don't think I'm getting XP for this. Yeah, I'm getting little or no XP. It's fine. Impressive victory, congratulations. I do have to cough again, one moment. I live. Golden apple. Surely I need that for something. Big love apple. Who will win? Let me try to figure out. Nope, I had a view for like a couple seconds. There we go. Now it should display the correct controls. Alright. Big dude is still alive. And no longer true. That was an impressive victory. Congratulations. I was kind of hoping for more unique dialogue. But the rewards are good. Aw. It's the prairie dragon. I think I've got a couple of those tiers, so I don't necessarily need them. Will they manage to survive the prairie dragon on our toughest challenge yet? Why does the prairie dragon get trees? It just seems a little random. It'll make this fight more challenging if we surround the dragon with trees. Damon, get out of there. I do wish Euelia could heal. She was like the best healer in Fantasy Life 3DS. But they took that ability away from her for some reason. So now Sloane is our healer. And as far as I can tell, Sloane is just some dork. As I attack nothing. If Sloane doesn't heal Damon, though, I might replace him with a tank. Sloane, not Damon. Although who needs a tank? Euelia's over there face tanking for us. Promoted. From an aspirant to a brawler. You've been promoted to brawler rank. Come back when you're ready to muscle your way to the top. Quest complete. Next challenge. Just some lizards. Oh, sweet. We completed a quest here for being promoted to brawler. Reach Elite in the Colosseum. And then a mystery one. Find blue scale lordfish on the island. I think I've seen him before. I guess I just didn't get close enough for that to count. Anyway, let's fight some small lizards. Beach party. At least the names of the enemy teams are cute. Ow. Not a lot of unique dialogue in the arena, unfortunately. And since my party is just 4 mages, the combat's not that interesting either. Okay, so I am getting XP, but only at the very end of the round. Which I guess makes sense. Otherwise, you could probably use this to grind out infinite XP. Alright, in this corner gets Satu. The challenge will be the defense mode. Who will win? Speaking of which, chat, there's nobody here, but do y'all like Depeche Mode? You know, time moves like spiders and all that. I seem to have better defenses than my party does. Probably because I'm actually wearing armor. It's not very good armor, but it is armor. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I dressed them. I don't know why they're taking so much damage. 6 turtle shells. Because I've been wrong before. No, yeah, they're all wearing clothes. Don't have capes for them, though. Alright. Umbral Runner. I don't need glossy feathers, but I suppose I'd rather have them than not have them. There will be time to run, or their opponent challenge will be time to run. Who will win? Let their muscles decide. I think the wind guys are weak to earth magic, so if Salone was using the weapon type he should, he would be the MVP in this round. I refuse to use fire, though. So if I was going to be using any magic type, I should be using water. Because we've got Eulalia using light, Damon using dark. And Salone will be using earth as soon as I have him using the weapon type he should actually be using. Assuming I don't switch him out for Odin or somebody. Sharp claws. Just keep grinding these out. Their challenge will be big geckos. What's up with the beetles? Who will win? Probably us. Even if our fighting is sloppy, we're a pretty powerful team of mages. Although these beetles are actually doing 3 damage to me. Just kind of hoping to hit the big guy with that. There was a tutorial message in the beginning of the game explaining how to switch lock on, but I don't remember what it is. Ow. Rest in pieces, big lizard. That was an impressive victory. I do feel like we're just bullying wildlife. Mighty Warrior to be, muscle to muscle. Steel Tortoise. Forger Kings series. I don't know what that is. Let's check it out. Will they manage to survive the Steel Tortoise and our... Or, why do I keep putting "and" after their name? Let their muscles decide. Oh, this dude's actually hitting me hard. If only somebody on our team could use defensive magic. Alright, everybody, take shield. And healing. Alright, now I'm going to switch back to focusing on damage. I wonder if there's a way to make the buff last longer. Like, it hasn't even worn off yet. But it takes a lot of precious time to cast the defense up spell. For something that wears off sooner than you'd want it to. Alright, now we're definitely just bullying wildlife. Oh, get out of range. Alright, it was a pretty clean victory, but I almost had to use some of my SP powder. You win. Promoted. From Brawler to Elite. That promotion came a lot sooner than I thought it would. You've been promoted to Elite rank. Come back when you're ready to muscle your way to the top. I want to see what this Forger King series is. Oh, it's even got a cape. To do. Let's see here. Gathering skills plus. Don't like it. Gathering skills. Gathering skills. It's flip-flops. And put that on your wiki feet. What was I even wearing? These, which don't actually add anything. Let's go ahead and pick up this promotion. Alright. Earth Mana 3. That's actually a pretty darn good reward. Might be able to make a staff for Salone. Wonder if I'm mispronouncing his name. Sleepy Stars. Adorable. What are the rabbits here for? Who will win? Let their muscles decide. Alright, that's some pretty intense music as I shoot my magic the other direction. I guess they are level 60, so things are getting real. Who knows, I might actually level up. Probably not. It would be hilarious if Sloane could accidentally heal the enemy. Pretty clean victory. Why do I have to cough again? What the hell is wrong with me? One moment. That was an impressive victory. Congratulations. Can I get other mana types? I really need other mana types. Goat Fleece. Always useful. Kind of less rare than Earth Mana, though. So the rewards are odd. The challenge will be counting sheep. Who will win? Let their muscles decide. Again, with the very intense music. Although this same music used to come on when you were chopping down a particularly tough tree. In fact, I think it still does. But when I'm screwing around on my own time, I usually listen to podcasts. Boom. Yeah, these enemies are getting pretty tanky. Not like they're communists, I mean like, they've got a lot of health. Rest in pieces. That was an impressive victory. Congratulations, brah. My next opponent are a bunch of bees. Also, I can buy Remote Island Honey. I can buy Goat Fleece as well. Big bee. The music is never not going to be funny to me. Alright, let's go ahead and buff my party. Give them heals real quick. And back into combat mode. Damon, get off the ground. Oh, Damon was knocked out. Good. Salone actually helped him. And Damon leveled up. Good to see somebody's getting XP. I can see XP going up, but I don't feel like I'm actually getting XP from doing this. Blah blah blah. Ooh, Shadow Panthers. Sturdy Fang isn't a very good reward. Weirdly enough, Earth Mana was the best one. Like, it was the first reward of this tier. And the challenge will be big cats. Most of those are dogs. Who will win? Let the muscles decide. Yeah, only one of those is a cat. Unless the Shadow Wolves are just honorary cats. Ow. Trying to roll out of the way. Might as well heal my party. Damon is looking a little low. Alright, Damon, stop taking damage, because I'm going back into damage mode myself. Also, there's nobody here, but if you hear me accidentally call Damon Damien, that's because that's what he was called in the 3DS version. Or at least in the American translation. It's not necessarily inaccurate to call it that. The game came out in Europe too, but the European English version was very different. For one thing, in European, instead of creator, it was god. And being a god alchemist sounds way cooler than being a creator alchemist, whatever that means. Ow. Good. I survived. Impressive victory. I should probably start the fight, buffing the team, instead of waiting until we're already taking damage to do that. Shadow Caratella. Artisan King series. I'm getting the feeling that I should have done this way sooner than I did. Will they manage to survive Shadow Caratella, our strongest challenge? That says toughest. I might be dying. Let their muscles decide. Alright, everybody, take a buff. Roll out the way, me. Alright, we'll divide the enemy's attention. I'm trying to get the hero magician skill since it's a plus 100% SP regen to the whole, well, every life. Whole party would be good, but no, it's just you. But it works regardless of what life you're actively using. Oh, there goes Damon. Oop. Might have to break into here and actually use some healing. 30 defense. Do I have anything that heals everybody? I do have the stuff that heals everybody. I don't know what I'm doing, other than being really stupid. There we go. Let's get out of harm's way. That was kind of wasted. I can't tell if I'm locked on or not. There we go. Oh. Out of SP. Carrot, let me consume my SP. Thank you. You're such a sweetheart, Shadow Carrot. Alright, now it's just down to this big Shadow Carrot. I'm glad Sloane is healing the group, but the group is also just kind of standing in the middle of AoEs. Probably a lost cause. Let's go ahead and heal everybody up. They can't do damage if they're dead. Oh, I'm out of SP again. Thank you for the heals, Sloane, but could you go heal Damon or Eualia? This thing's got a lot of health for only being level 65. But I have no doubt that the reward is going to be good. I know Sloane was healing Damon, but it looked like he was trying to heal the Shadow Caratella. You win! Promoted. Gladiator. You've been promoted to Gladiator rank. Come back when you're ready to muscle your way to the top. I'm curious as to what the Artisan series is. I can hazard a guess. Stop favoriting stuff. Yep, crafting skills. Which is actually good. Doesn't look like there's pants that belong to it. Plus 5 max SP is actually pretty good. Unfortunately, I've got plus 20% item drop rate on my cape, which is better. Ooh, the Hero series. Let's kick this guy's ass. Bringing our ripped and shredded warriors. Today's contestant is Satu. And the challenge will be Fragile. I don't know how to pronounce his name. My compliments to your muscles for carrying you all this way. Now, let's see you make a dent in these prodigious pecs. Who will win? Let their muscles decide. It's 4-on-1. It's a fair fight. I should probably buff the party. Damon, get out of there. No, not. Damon's just kind of doing his own thing. I wonder what Fragile's weakness is. I also wonder how you pronounce Fragile. I think the joke is that he is displaying fragile masculinity. Alright, everybody, have some powder. Ow. Heated phase? What was that? No, he's buffing himself. Well, we'll just have to debuff him. I should probably rebuff the party. Nope. Sloane's trying to heal me. Appreciate it, Sloane. I don't think Damon knows how to dodge. He just locks himself in long animations and then eats the damage. I need more powder. Yuelia is really good at dodging. Also, Fragile's frenzied. He's inherited the frenzied flame. Majestic punishment. I don't know how my party is so much better about SP usage than I am. They are AI, so they're probably cheating. I think it would be cool if you could do the arena in multiplayer. As far as I know, you can't pick up a new quest. You can only do quests you've already picked up, which means the arena would be totally off limits. Nope, they finished him off before I could even do my ultimate. You win. Promoted. From Gladiator to Champion. So is that it? What an epic battle. I'm moved beyond words. Cheers for the champion. You have the muscles of a true champion. May they continue to bring you victory. The real battle starts now, champion. It's your turn to make history in the Colosseum. May your muscles be ever ripped. These guys are dorks. I love them. I'd imagine the Hero series is good for combat. Which means it's probably better than what I'm wearing now. Max HP. Almost favorited it again. Hero's Vest. Also max HP. That's just Foreman's gloves. Hero's Bengals. Also max HP. It's all just HP. I don't need HP. Famous last words. Oh, the scarf is just plus 5 max SP, which is not as helpful. Alright. Complete 3 personal quests. Those should probably count. Alright. Hey, mighty warrior. Ooh. Mohawkosaurus. For a single fire mana, that doesn't sound too worth it. But let's do it anyway. Let's go. Bring in our ripped and shredded warriors. The challenge will be Mohawkosaurus. Who will win? Let their muscles decide again. I better actually get XP for this. I've been getting XP this whole time. It just hasn't felt like I've been getting XP. Because I'm such a high level as it is. Although I'm really below level for what they recommend. So I don't know what the truth is. Euelia's on fire. Literally. And Damon was knocked out. Could one of you save him? Thank you, Euelia. Alright, down to one Flame Serpent and the Mohawkosaurus. As soon as this guy's dead, the Mohawkosaurus should be a walk in the park. There we go. I'll even buff my party. I really should upgrade our weapons. Heated phase. As long as it doesn't heal itself. Good, did not heal itself. In fact, unless it gets more attacks now that it's heated, I'm not entirely sure what it did. Usually I can see that they at least buffed themselves. But all he's got on him is the debuff that I think Damon applies. Oh, thank you for the heal, Sloan. Oh. Sato was knocked out. Just couldn't cheat and use the life core. Although it did look like Damon was ready to help me. Damon helped Salone instead. Oh, Damon was trying to help Salone. Perfect dodge. I laughed at that HP armor, but maybe I need more HP. I can't rely on Sloan to heal me forever. Especially if I plan on replacing him with a tank. That's an alchemist. I could probably be the group's healer if I was paying attention. But I'm not looking at my own health. I'm sure as hell not looking at my teammates' health. Thanks for the heal, Salone, but maybe help you, Elia? I'll help you, Elia. I'm also going to buff our defense again. Should be the last time I need to do it. Thank you, Salone. See, I want to replace Salone with a tank, but he's so useful as a healer. I was hoping Euelia was going to be our healer. But no luck. Alright, that one was actually challenging. That was an impressive victory. Yeah, sure, that's what we're going to call it. Level 80 Mohawkosaurus cleared. What's next? For a single wind mana? Don't think I need to be doing those. So what I could do... Let's go back to the present. See if I have any viewers. I've got a single viewer. Hello, viewer. If you're a bot, I won't tell if you don't. Ah. My plant wilted. Which is weird, because I totally watered that. Unless I'm lying to myself. I also didn't mean to plant it, so I'm going to say it's no great loss. Yes, do I have any slates for you to appraise? I do! 22. Oh, there's a new recipe. The darkness piques my curiosity, collecting the relevant materials and put these recipes to the test. Dark Beast hat. That is a funny looking hat. Yeah, so we have more slates for you to appraise. Nope, all recipes are already low. Blah blah blah. Appraise slate. Not a new one. Something was turned into Dosh. I should be paying more attention. No new recipes, but I did get more life cures. So are they better if I make them myself? I can never have enough of those. Alright, nothing there. Do I want to re-roll my dungeon, though? Because having this infested monster floor is really helpful. I might actually clear it and then start re-rolling my plant or whatever. I might be a little bit tired and stupid. I'm a little bit tired. I'm very stupid. Look at that. Immediately got a slate. That's why these floors are so good. 2 kills, 2 slates. Third monster kind of messed it up, but the fourth one did also drop a slate. There will be other treasure floors. What I really need is actually I don't even know what it is. There is an ore node that drops something called a Sultan's Stone, and I need 2 or 3 of them. Ideally, I would get 2 or 3 Sultan's Stones from one ore node, but I happen to know that legendary nodes don't work how you want them to. Look at all these slates. Getting these many really does make me not want to reload the floor. Like, re-roll the dungeon itself, rather. I've been reloading the floor for a while now. Yuelia, the fighting is not over, buddy. And with that, I can no longer keep doing this dungeon. Yes, Yuelia, I trust that you've given it your all. Let's go ahead and abandon this place and start re-rolling. Although I am tempted to just follow this place to its conclusion, because I need more of the dragon tree stuff. Ah, but it's too late to already hit replant. New treasure grove has emerged. What are you? Prairie dragon? No. Let's go ahead and replant. If you want to know, I'm just replanting them for the present. It's because they're so much easier this way. Giant's tree? Nope. I wonder if the ore node that I'm looking for does not actually require that I be further into the past. What is this? Treasure grove? If this is a mandrake... No, it's just a pumpkin. Reroll. If I wasn't so lazy, I could get mandrakes on my own island. Please be what I'm looking for. Golem stone? That doesn't sound like what I'm looking for. In fact, golem stone sounds like something I've collected before. Let's go into recipes. Blah blah blah. Rainbow feather. It's in here somewhat. I know what I'm doing. I lied. Ultimate weed, that's what I'm looking for. Sultan stone. Yeah, it requires question mark, question mark, question mark. But I think I've done a golem stone in the past. Let's find out. Type. Let's go with rarity. Legendary smithing material. I don't know, maybe I've never done a golem stone before. Let's go for it. Let's go ahead and change my party and then go for it. What's up, Hazel? Guess what? This gesture of coming... Okay, whatever. What is it? Alright. She's just upset with me. You learned the angry emote. It really is just Animal Crossing, but better. Party formation. Sorry, Euelia, I don't need you with me currently. Let's go ahead and bring Sylvia. This old dude. And this Twink. Where's my Twink? Let's go, Twink. It helps to have one of each gathering class with you. You don't necessarily need an angler. Or no, I have an angler. You don't necessarily need a farmer, since it's so easy to do. Sylvia, why are you mostly dead? Obtain one Etherean fruit. Great sky tree. It's not a bad log or tree. It's not something I need. If it was a darkwood tree, I would probably cut it down. Leave me alone, lizards. Alright, fine, I'll fight my way out of this. Just ran my way into this fight. Gotta fight my way out of it. That wasn't too hard. I'm just lazy. I'm getting a lot of good resources, though. Alright. You work on that one. I'll work on this one. Oh, already found the Mysteria fruit. That's not what that's called. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't need to waste any unnecessary time on floors. Daily mission, mine some ore. Why do I keep trying to run into that dead end? Alright, here we go. Chat, I think it might be stupid. Yeah, might as well go to the harvest floor. I'm not going to find a mandrake here, though. Sure would be nice if I could. What I should really do is just plant a bunch of carrots, because they have a chance of turning into a mandrake. But just because I know what I need to do doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Because I'm really dumb. That's just the exit. Might as well mark it on the map so I can see it more clearly later. I wish I could ride my mount in here. I've got a really cool mount and everything. I have noticed that half the time when I use my heavy attack, I don't actually hit anything with it. There we go. Make up for some of the times I've missed. Not even missing, I just kind of do it when there's no enemies near me. Which I guess is by definition missing. Don't panic, I'm just harvesting some onions. I do think it interesting that they'll just randomly debuff some of these. Warp circle has been activated. Whoop. What is that? I suppose I'll find out. Looks like some kind of wool. Some sheep fleece. So, correction, it's something that turned into some kind of wool. I don't know, it's a bit childish, but I do like the music in this game. I want to work my way towards the monster floor. Mine all ore deposits. Why would I get between you and your pickaxe? If anything, it would stand between you and the ore. Just get my head caved in with a pickaxe. It's probably how I'm going to go. Well, I thought that would finish it off. I need a better pickaxe. Oh, sweet. Some weeds. Well, it's just a great ore deposit. Great gold, rather. Probably gonna break it before I can. Yep, she broke it before I could. I should have used a weaker charger tech. Also, arachnophobia warning. Bit late. You know what this game needs is a legendary, like a giant spider. I love giant spiders. Usually in a game, if I can have a giant spider mount, I'm going to. My mount in this game is a motorcycle. Go ahead and kill these spiders. Miss me. Egg. Oh, sweet. I found the sweet spot. The sweet life of Zack and Cody. Yoink. Alright. While she does that, let's look for more ore. One moment, let me just take a little sippy of my, fuck. Didn't spill anything, don't worry. Sippy of my energy drink. I have to go to bed in like 4 hours, I shouldn't be drinking this. Yeah, don't mind that. Oh, sweet. Top class mushroom. I really need to work on my cook life. Oh, one of these weird goddess statues. It also has an upside down Celestia symbol on it. I wonder if it won't be revealed at any point that this is actually Noelia. Gurgle, oops, did you hear that? Sounds like there's a monster in my tummy, and it's hungry for a luxurious thing. Have a luxurious fruit. That's what I call Orlando here. Hee hee, perfect, here's a gift from me to you. 4 redo stones, and a buff that would have been helpful ages ago. Sylvia, how are you almost dead? I don't even think we're doing combat. I mean, we totally are, but I'm going to be hyperbolic. How have I not spoken to an islander? I guess it's possible I've not spoken to an islander since the day rolled over. Yoink. Alright, Sylvia, have some blue powder. Knock that out for me, would you? I'm gonna head towards the exit. Probably should have just helped her. I'll do this pose. We found some fine specimens. Who talks like that? I can go here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here, then there. Perfect. Now I don't care about any trees. Just ignore that Carpenter is one life that I still need to get to max. I could also give Orlando something to do, but really all he has to do is stand around and look pretty. Maybe help me mine up any shadow logs. Oh, not shadow logs, but dark wood. I could probably keep, Ahab busy. Actually, Ahab, help me fish this guy up. It's a good thing I decided to check the fish randomly. Excellent. I caught a dark fish. Really, just dark scale or fish scales? There are shadow scales in this game, or they might just be called dark scales. I am perhaps overusing the word shadow. Alright, there you go, Ahab. Something to do. I have to look for, what am I doing? Ore deposits. There's an ore deposit. There you go. I'll get this one. What'd you get? Sneakfish? Alright, Warp Circle has opened. I don't remember where that was. It is nice doing these earlier floors, because I can just have my guys harvest for me. If I was where I should be, up in like 100 years in the past, or 800 years in the past, rather, they wouldn't be able to do anything by themselves at all. You do that. We'll fight off these enemies. Although this is magic ore, I should really be helping with that, since I need magic ore. But I trust her to get an excellent. I'm watching her. I don't think she got an excellent. Yeah, that doesn't look like an excellent to me. That's what an excellent looks like. Oh, sweet. Dark gem, magic ore. Either that was just a really good magic ore vein, or I'm getting a lot of weird stuff that I normally wouldn't since I'm in the dungeon. Didn't get a Sultan Stone, though. I should probably Google where to get that. Here, Sylvia, you couldn't just do that by yourself. I will look for the exit. Here's a goddess statue. And none of those are shadow carrots, so I don't care. How boring. Always the same pose, the same clothes. Statues want to dress up too, you know. I'd look stunning with a blue thing, don't you think? Let's go ahead and give her a blue clothes. And I get 2 redo stones. I got something better from you on an earlier floor. I just lose track of time in general. I've got ADHD. It doesn't really matter which direction I go. 1 Aterian fruit. Alright. It is weird that sheep are hostile. I guess they are rowdy sheep. Alright. Actually, do the gold. I'll do the Hinawa stone. Or I won't. Why is it not letting me mine it? Hello? I'm pressing A. Why can you do it? I can't. There we go. Excellent. No Hinawa crystal, which is something I need. I wish I could stream at better hours. Not that it would actually realistically make people watch me stream, but more people would be awake to watch me stream. It's the middle of the day somewhere, but I don't know where. Also, Sylvia finally bit it. Either of you want to save her? No? Alright. Looks like I just looted a mushroom off of her corpse. Mustn't break my concentration again. I probably could have just actually be healing her. But why would I do that? And there's the fruit. And a sack of copper. I really appreciate that running doesn't take SP like it did in the 3DS game this is a sequel to. Nope, not a truffle. I'm also getting old. A couple of trees. No Darkwood. Yeah, no Darkwood. Yeah, I'm going to ignore you. I'm hoping to get a truffle from one of these mushrooms. This one really doesn't matter which way we go. Defeat 3 Killer Bunny. Easy peasy, they're just right here. What is that? Forest Panther? Unless there's a chest up there. Eh, there's a chest up there. Come on. Yoink. Kinda useless. In fact, I get a better reward from that random enemy. You'd think gloom spiders would drop something I want, but they just drop pink silk. Which I don't not need. Alright, what's in this floor? Copper, blue ore, and a Hinawa stone. There's a chance for this to drop a crystal that I need. I think. Yeah, I might specifically need, like, a superior ore. Exit is probably this way. Defeat all monsters. Oh, good. Bunch of shadow guys. Oh, this is the monster house. Of course it's a bunch of shadow guys. Which is good. I can never have enough mysterious stones. Although with this one having 25 shadow monsters instead of 21 like the last floor, it's a better monster house. Almost makes me not want to clear it. But the show must go on. The game is probably a bit quiet, or it's a bit loud, who knows. But I love the sound that the Shadow Wolves make when you kill them. Which still kind of sounds messed up to say, but listen to that, if you can hear it. Ah. So many mysterious slates. Not that any of these are actually going to have a new recipe for me, most likely. That's how the cookie crumbles. Boom! That was all of them. Is there anything up here? No? It's a pretty large space to not actually house anything. Right, let's go ahead and do a fish floor. Catch all fish. How many are there? 4 fish? Not too bad. 2 up here. Ow, rude. Level 22 or level 23? You take the level 22. Come on. Here we go. Excellent. Just some sneaky tuna. I trust Ahab. He's got this. And his name almost sounds like ACAB. It's metal as hell. Let me climb. I like this aesthetic. Like, look at these torches. I can make those. I think that's exactly what they look like anyway. I don't have a high enough level artist to make them. Alright, your SP is good. Go ahead and grab the level 24 small guy. I'll grab the 23 big dude. Nice. Never punished. Found the sweet spot right away. Gold koi. I do wonder how having a second fisher actually helps. Like, logically. Alright, these guys can drop magma ore for me. Flame ruby and magma ore. I do feel bad for killing those turtles, but they have stuff I want. This is a video game, after all. I wish I had somebody to play multiplayer with. Maybe not on stream, but I mean like in general. Golem stone. I don't think this is my first golem stone. Alright, here's my turn. Boom. Golem fragments. Good haul. But no, that's not what I'm actually looking for. Exploring finished. Adventure complete. Got a goddess fruit. Alright, let's re-roll this fucking thing. Replant. What are you? Come on. Keep going. Heart of Darkness. That sounds exactly like what I'm looking for, actually. Let's go ahead and explore. Start exploring. I hope we find some nice trees. You and me both. There's a single... No, there are two. Two tree floors. One Aterian fruit. Shadow sharks. I'm gonna have to kill those. I also meant to hand in my mysterious slates. There you go, Ahab. Catch that for me. I do think that the fish that my AI buddies catch do count towards my fishing quests. Which is hilarious. Couldn't mind that while I do some combat. Oh, look at that. Three mysterious slates in a row. Yeah, so like a buff. Blah, blah, blah. Written tales of her holy labors. Could you bring me some yellow thing? Yes, have a yellow sacred text. And I got 2 mini bombs. Not useful per se. But it does show off that she gives you more than just redo stones. Although the redo stones are probably more useful. Ahab has still not caught that fish. Well, I'm sure he's trying his hardest over there. And here's the fruit I'm looking for. He'll probably have it before I leave the floor. Oh, here he is. He probably caught it. Or he failed. No, I'll go the mining route. And then we'll get the trees for Orlando. Mine all ore deposits. You can get that one. I'll find that sweet spot if it kills me. I say having already found it. Ripped in pieces. What if I can get the recipe anywhere for the armor I got out of the Colosseum? Being able to craft it for my gathering buddies would be helpful. And even though we're a group of mages, you can never have enough HP. Go ahead and mine that for me. These pseudo-oaks are actually pacifists. Or not pacifists, but they're neutral. Obviously they'll fight back if I start attacking them. Blah blah blah, always the same thing. So she wants clothes. Fragile clothes. I don't know how good of an idea that is, but happy birthday. 2 tomato soup. What's interesting, and this is just random rambling Satu lore, is that, like, I love V8, but I can't stand just tomato soup. Like, V8 has more juices in it as well, but I mean, like, I love tomato juice, but I can't stand tomato soup. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's warm, or maybe the texture. Here you go, Orlando, I'll let you have the big tasks, since my focus is now on combat. And I'll help cut down the tree. Where's that sweet spot on this thing? Here it is. Alright, neither of these had the fruit. You know what's interesting is that fruit like this, or trees like this, you can't tell them to cut it down until after you've shaken the fruit off. Which makes sense, but it does waste a second or two. Well, that tree didn't have the fruit either. Oh, there's the exit, which I need, but not right now. What if I still have a viewer? Oh, I caught one concurrent viewer. I appreciate you for sticking around if you are the same person. Big numbers are better than no numbers, even if that number is 1. 1 is significantly bigger than 0, I think. Infinitely bigger, even. Maybe, I'm not a mathematician. I also don't have the charge ability for the heavy swing, apparently. What are these trees? Palm tree and sugar tree. If either of those were a Darkwood tree, I would have gone for it. Kind of curious as to what's down that other route, but I also don't want to waste any time. I need to get to this Heart of Darkness. I also need to cough again. 1 second. I need like a humidifier. The air is dry as hell in here. Missed. Alright. Go ahead and cut that down for me. Oh, it's just iron. When I saw the color, I was hoping that was magic. I need a magic ore. Oh, Sylvia's already found the fruit. I think Sylvia is actually stronger than Orlando or Ahab. There's a good chance that I've just made better pickaxes than saws and fishing rods. Great platinum deposit. Useful, but not to me. Because if I come in here to lives, I'm already a hero. Oh, I'm not a hero blacksmith. I thought I was. Maybe I'm close. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm nowhere near close. Which route do I want to go? I'll go fishing, monster farming, fishing, and then mining. Let's go. I love when I just need to find the fruit rather than collect all of them. Sometimes end up having to collect them all anyway, but it's the thought that counts. And potato and carrot. Don't care about. Ow, rude. It is a bit fucked up that you get mutton from killing sheep. I guess it makes sense. Just doesn't feel very fantasy, does it? Like, Minecraft doesn't give you horse meat. Or at least it didn't used to. Can you get meat for killing horses in Minecraft? Oh, fuck yeah, it's a big shadow. Speaking of shadows, there's some shadow carrots over there. Alright, don't just cheer from the sidelines, Ahab. I need help with this. Boom. I do think those are only ever going to be dark fish. But surely I need them for something. I should have told Ahab to be catching the smaller fish while I'm fishing up the big one. Oh, here's the sweet spot. Oh, dang it, Ahab, I could have gotten excellent if you weren't helping. Oh, already got the fruit. I will let Ahab fish that guy up, though. Just because you can never have enough fish, especially when I start working on my cook life again. Well, at least one of them dropped me a fragment. I'll let Ahab finish that. There we go. Single sneak fish, so he didn't get an excellent. Let's go and do combat. And then fishing again. Defeat all monsters. 35. That would be nice if they were shadow monsters. Some of them might be. Nope, let's get out of that. Ahab. I don't know how that didn't hit him. I'm not complaining. But I'm calling shenanigans. Must be that immortality everyone's got but me. Blah blah blah, I can't afford to stand idly by, even statues must fight, so she wants a blue sword. What if I get it wrong? Single redo stone. Alright, your rewards are getting worse and worse. At least the buff is good. I can even use my charge attack, since my SP regenerates so quickly. Just some flowers. Anybody else feel the urge to sneeze all of a sudden? Stop saying you could walk 500 miles. It reminds me of that song. Who is that, Darkwood? Heck yeah, it's not luminous, but I mean, it's Darkwood. Boom! Excellent. Elder Darkwood log. I can't remember what for, but I do need those. To do. I do hate these rooms that require you to run all the way around. Good job, Orlando. I get this one. I feel bad for the poor buffalo. Orlando's got it. Here, I'll even give him more SP. Happy birthday, Orlando. Don't say I never give you nothing. Before I get too far, I want to see what this in this room. Alright, that is the exit, so I'm going to have to come all the way back here anyway. Also, you will not be walking 500 miles until you collect the log. Did get an Elder Cherry log out of that, but I don't think he got an excellent. They aren't very good at getting excellence, but your teammates totally can. Yoink. Ow. Rude. Interrupted my attack to do a single damage. Yoink. Come on, open the chest. 2 dragonfly, presumably have been trapped in there their entire lives. I don't think I've seen a single shadow monster on this floor. Big sad. Huh, apparently that does count as gathering fruit though. I thought I was gonna have to shake trees. Which is the better way to do it, honestly. Alright, these guys are the last 3. I missed the large AoE damage. Alright, time to run all the way back. Yoink. We really do get the most random assortment of stuff from these dungeons. I'm almost level 72. I think the max is 99. But in a way that, like, you collect mana, not mana, XP after that. So the max is kind of 100. Presumably when they add more content with free DLC, they'll also up the level cap. Maybe. Alright, do I need to collect it all? Nope, just the Neterian fruit. Rest in pieces. My cabbages. Boom. And I already got the fruit. Which means unless I see something I actually want, I can just ignore it. Ooh, a great Hinawa stone. That just looks like marine ore. Yep, because it is. I want the darker purple one. Oh, here we go. Excellent. Yeah, I think I need the superior Hinawa stone ore to actually get what I want. Alright, obtain 1 Neterian fruit. I do wonder what Orlando's character is. Because he's from Fantasy Life Online, which I never played. Shadow carrots. I need more slates. Hell yeah, 1 slate, 2 slate, 3 slates. I love when they all drop what I want them to. Oh. And some Hinawa enemies. I'm sure it's just a cultural thing I don't understand. What the hell is a Hinawa? I could probably Google it. Yoink. Ooh, that's a pretty good, really random thing to get out of a chest. Ow. So many enemies, I forgot that this was a fishing floor. Alright, they have you catch that. I will catch this one. I do think it's cool that they help me out. Ahab doesn't get any help though. Let's catch me a rare shadowfish. Excellent. Oh, and I got the fruit. Where is the exit? Well, right here. Anything left unexplored? No, actually. Okay. Now I'm going to do the mining one. I don't want to risk another 35 monster floor where I gotta clear them all. And besides, I can probably find magic ore. With there only being 3 deposits, it's unlikely. Skill 5. Wind damage. Spell power up reduces charge time. I don't have nearly enough skill points for that. I'm gonna have to do some serious leveling up before I can get the 100% SP regen for every life. You go ahead and start mining that. I will mine this one. Really? You're not gonna go mine the thing I told you to? I guess I could have used the help with this one. There we go. Now she's actually mining the thing I told her to mine. I don't know why she ignores me. Let's find out what blue ore is. Oh, it's just iron. Which I guess makes sense. Marine ore is its own thing, but it is significantly more blue. Gurgle, okay, so she's hungry. Here's some fragile fruit. And I got 1 Eureka Essence. And a buff I'm no longer going to need. Okay, and now for the Heart of Darkness. Mine the ore deposit. How close am I? No, I've already got it fully charged. Here we go. Come on. Excellent. If you want to give me 3 Sultan Stones, that would be great. Are Sultan Hearts? No, there we go. I got 2 Sultan Stones. That's 2 more than I had. And the Sultan Heart sounds good. Probably need that for something. Exploring finished. Oh, one of my housemate's cats is meowing at me. Adventure complete. Have a single goddess fruit for your trouble. Replant. A new treasure grove has emerged. What are you? Big Beak? Kinda useless. Actually, wait, let me check the status again. Yeah, nothing actually here I want. Let's go ahead and replant. Treasure floor, that's good. Earth Star Crystal, kinda useless. I will be replanting. I know what my time's worth. Are you a mandrake? No. That is worth going in there for, actually. Let's check it out. I will be wasting 0 time grabbing it. It could be one of the companions I actually use, too. Treasure Grove 10 years ago. I do like that you could just leave, in theory, without grabbing this. I don't know who that is. Kinda hard to tell from the tiny picture. Picture? Really? Picture. Exploring finished. Retire. I know, buddy, I'm sad too. What time is it even? It is almost 5 AM. That's fine, I can keep going. Also, I seem to have a second viewer. Welcome. I'm just kind of screwing around. I had a goal originally, I think. I probably didn't have a goal. I wanted to do the Colosseum, and I did, but it ended up not being as interesting as I thought it would be. Let's go and revert a Strangeling. Oh, I got 2. Grants, might as well power them up. I don't not use grants. It's pretty rare that I do, but you can never have enough collecting lives. Gathering lives, rather. Refer to Strangeling. Let's go ahead and power up Cormel as well, even though I have never used this dude in my life. He's wearing way too much green. Cormel's stats went up. By how much? I don't think the game tells you. If any of the companions I actually use wanted to level up, that'd be great. But that would require I get lucky and actually find one. Go ahead and replant this. I'll re-roll a couple times, but I'm running out of saplings. That's a bit of a joke. Swordfish. You're not rare. Check status. It is only 3 floors down. Let's go. I'll grab another one of them strangelings. And then maybe I'll work on my cooking life or something and then call the stream. Oh, chat is pretty dead. Although I appreciate those of you who are lurking. But I gotta go to bed in like 2 hours. Which is 7 AM my time, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Have to be awake at 3 PM, which sucks. I don't want to be awake when the sun is out at all. I do think it interesting. Anybody who knows me knows that I actually use a 24-hour clock. But more now than ever, I've been converting it to a 12-hour clock. Ow. I don't know how you get Orlando, but my taking damage just now was your fault. I'm going to send you to chop trees. Huh. So corn is hostile on sight, but radishes you have to attack before they go hostile. I'm learning all of the vegetable deep lore. Here you go, Orlando. Chop that for me while I chop this one. I wonder if I can afford the charged power attack. Or if maybe I don't have it yet because I'm not advanced enough in the life. Charge attack, unleash a powerful chop while filling your special gauge. That sounds like what I want to me. Triple chop. 15 wood cutting. Another 15 wood cutting. Before I get too far, I should probably see if I'm wrong. Critical hit. This is useful. Pick that up as well. Gathering SP reduced. That's actually really good as well. What to do? Minus 10% SP consumption on charged attacks. Grab some wood cutting. Apparently it's been a while. Oh, plus 5% XP gained. Since I've actually picked up any woodcutting stuff. What is this? Plus 100% sweet spot. Oh, larger sweet spots. That doesn't sound too helpful. I mean, it totally does. Alright. Back to what I was doing. Whatever the hell I was doing. Whoop. I do wish that you could actually do damage as like an alchemist. In Fantasy Life Online, which I never got to play, you just used your flask as a weapon. Which sounds a lot more interesting than pulling out a staff. As much as I like playing as mages in games, I prefer when the magic is inherent, so more sorcerer than wizard. Alright, you 3 are my last opponents. Alright, so Crimson Weedlings are less hostile than Corn. Make it make sense, level 5. No, I appreciate this game. It's got a ton of charm. Defeat all monsters. How many are there? 38. Well, at least already some of them are shadows. Nobody's actually chatting, but don't let me forget when I'm done here to actually get these appraised. I probably have a ton of slates at this point. Ow, rude. Ooh, more shadow carrots. I mean, I have to kill them anyway, but... the more of these guys that are shadow enemies, the better. Not that these ones dropped me a lot of slates. Level 24, Iron Golem. Reduced to ashes in a single attack. Except that that was a darkness attack. I don't do fire damage. As much as I don't like being forced to use fire magic in games, I do prefer when you could switch between the elements in the first game. I'm also getting old, Ahab. We've had this conversation before, my dude. Alright, you go ahead and gather that. Ghosts. Oop, already got a slate. And 2 slates. Did you hear that? Sounds like she's hungry. She wants a black fruit. And I got 2 healing powder. Yeah, these rewards kind of suck. It's an alright stone. Oh, sweet. 2 topaz. Adorable. Here, mind that for me. I'm gonna pick up this egg. Licky geckos. I do wonder why they roll around on their back like that. It's adorable and makes me not want to kill them, which could be why they do it. But if they think they can be spared, they don't understand the objective of this floor. It is odd. Ow. Usually there's chests in these, but I've not seen one in a good couple of floors. Alright. Four more monsters to go. 3 of them are over here. Which is suspicious. Means there's just one dude somewhere that I missed. Or not. I guess there were 4 there. Or I can't count. Multiple things can be true at once. We totally went the long way around. Looks like you will be walking 500 miles, Orlando. I like skipping, but I do not like how my legs are clipping through my lab coat. Alright, let's see who's here. I mean, my vision sucks, so I'm probably not going to know who this is until I go get it appraised. That is the artist. I don't know her name, though. So getting that one souped up will actually help me pretty significantly. Retired. Alright, I'm gonna get my slates appraised first, because I will forget to do it otherwise. I don't have 2 brain cells to rub together. Edward, look at these for me. Oh, I only have 45. I thought I would have more than that. Nope, no new recipes. How about in this bundle? No new recipes. Nope, no new recipes. Story of my life. There's no way I've got them all, though. Oh. New recipe. Can I get a fuck to the yeah? Dark Beast's clothes. I actually really like how that looks. With like the hip pouch. And then there's a sack on the other side. A cloth sack. And no new recipes. Something there was converted to Dush. Let me go ahead and real quick look at the Dark Beast outfit, as I'm not in the right menu. I can craft this now. Demon wings? Probably not worth crafting them. But if they look more like... if those are feathers, it would be kind of cool. Where is the Dark Beast? Oh, here we go. I can technically craft it. It requires one of my 2 precious Sultan stones. Monster crystal. Where do I get that? Treasure Grove. Unsurprising. I don't like that it's short sleeve, but I do actually like how this looks. The hat's a bit silly. Oh, I can make explorer stuff. Steel Beast, that's kind of cool looking as well. I think the moral of the story is that I just like dark looking armor, or clothes. Alright, let's get the feck out of here. I suppose I should work on one of my lives. What do you think, Damiel? No, you know what I could do is collect these. $180 Celestia gifts. Couldn't exit the build. Eventually I'm going to make my island. Damon, what are you doing? Just looking at the light. Also, if you want another sauce, Sloan, I'm going to punt you into the sun. Oh, he just wants an egg. I don't want that hammer, but I'll give you an egg. There you go. What you up to, buddy? I love nothing more than taking in the views that Al Majik's lush fields have to offer. Each and every one of them, these holds the lives of its people. Thinking of it that way makes them feel so dear to me. This is not Al Majik, my dude. This is Carcosa Island. What do you want, Monica? Could I give you a present? If it's your Strangeling form, I'm going to... Yep, it's your Strangeling form. Thank you. Let's go ahead and power up the artist and then see if I can't do anything with the art life. Just a little something to screw around. Mamie? How would you pronounce her name? Artist life was added with Fantasy Life I. So if she is from FLO, they changed her class. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a bit of art. I need some flowers that I can't get from here. Forest Lordfish Moss. This seems to be like crafting specific to this, what you get in Tropical Isles. Let's go pick those up. No reason not to. Take another sip of my energy drink. I'm not going to be able to sleep when I have to. I hope we find some nice trees. Orlando, that is not why we're here. I did almost run past why we're here, but that's not the point. Ah, these things. Let's go and pick up 25. I don't need that many, but I am bad with money. I get 25 of these as well. Anything else in here for art? Not specifically. And since I'm in town, I might as well go hang out with my life master. Keep running past my goals. Alright, let's get crizzity crafting. Real quick. Yeah, dear, not magician. Artist. Study castle walls. Regal floor. Alright, so the goal is to make these things specifically. I don't have some of the stuff I need, especially for the Lordfish. Just gonna have to not do that. At least for the moment. Oh, sweet. Perfect. Forest Lily Light. That is pretty, but not anything I'm actually going to use. Let's go ahead and choose a recipe. Go ahead and craft this. I like the sound it makes when you just smack it with the hammer. Is that something you actually do in sculpting, though? Instead of using the chisel, you just reel back and smack what you're working with the hammer? That doesn't sound like something you would actually do in sculpting. But I'm not an artist. I mean, I used to write poetry. I don't know if that counts. I would argue, most would argue no. I should really get back into writing. But I don't make good use of the free time I do have. Trying to pencil more stuff in isn't going to go well for me. But it would be nice to reconnect with who I am as a person. Perfect. Probably throw this in my house just because it's tied to a commendation. Begin crafting. I'm too high of a level for where I'm currently at in the artist life, but not high enough level for the stuff I want to make. Choose a recipe. Alright, that does look like it for art, at least for now. If I come into here... Oh, I can make this. I might even be strong enough to make it. But stuff that I want to make, like this tombstone, or Stranger's Grave, rather. Beckoning Street Lamp. Somewhere in here's a bed. Yeah, here we go. I want to make this, but it requires over 1,000 to make. Probably could, but I don't want to risk it, because those are some expensive resources. But I'm rambling, possibly to no one. Let's go ahead and report my progress. Heck yeah, I don't have to make either of the fish things adept. I mean, I'm going to have to eventually, but I don't need to do it now. This is it. Now you are an adept artist. Heh, your artwork never fails to give me a blast of inspiration. Oh, by the way, don't you think it's time you opened your own gallery? You should consider it. Port Townhouse B. I unlocked the gallery. You can now build a gallery at base camp. Talk to Cook in the guild office and select gallery. It's probably worth checking out. A dependable artist. Excellent. Make some white paint, black paint, forest wall, woodland, blah blah blah, more fish stuff. Ooh, decorative feather. I'm gonna check that out. Because I like feathers. Let's craft. Ooh, and I can make it. It's going to use my one brilliant feather, but I have to do that anyway. So yeah, let's go craft it up. I just want to see how it looks. I gotta go redecorate my house kind of anyway. Oh, already done. Perfect. Yeah, that is already nice looking. Let's go see what it looks like in my house. Alright, I got a new outfit. Not important though. I should be wearing what I got from the arena. Or Colosseum. Why don't I just fast travel? Probably because I push on the wrong button first every time. Alright. I'll quote-unquote decorate my house real quick. Check out this. I forget what it's called. Gallery. Art gallery. Oh, and then maybe level up my alchemist life, since that's one I actually care about. I gotta get it to hero. I'll just continue to screw up this room. It's a wall decoration. I thought it was a wall decoration. Probably have to actually walk up to the wall to do that, now that I think about it. Change your house's flooring. Complete. Stuck. Maybe I have to enter this mode to use wall decorations. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. I made the blue feather. I'm confident I did. Yeah, here it is. It's a wall decor. A category artwork. Why can't I place it? Huh. Can I not put wall decor in my house? What the hell? Move camera, move cursor. Oh, here we go. And place it. And I can raise it up a little. Decorate your house with an object. I actually really like that. The green tips of the feathers are weird. But that's cool. I'm a fan. Alright, let's get out of here. My house is depressing me. I don't know if it's obvious, but I've just kind of been decorating it for the sake of completing stuff. My entire island is kind of like that. Reach max affinity with a total of 20 islanders. I'm on the road to doing that. Build an art gallery. Blah, 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 blah. Complete improv crafting 5 times. I might be a little bit tired. Can I craft a gallery? Let's go ahead and build it. 10,000 dosh. Yeah, I've got that. I hope that the gallery can be customized, because I don't like how it looks already. Let's go ahead and just put it here. Oh, it's taking up way more space than I thought it was. We can still go there, I don't care. Alright. Go ahead and give that the 70 years it's going to need to finish constructing. Yeah, the bar is moving at all. Honey quiche. Oh. I can actually craft these. Fascinating. I can craft a couple of these. Not gonna do it now, though. Let's go ahead and switch to Alchemist Life. See what I actually need to do. Life Weaver. Super Life makes some heal-alls. Black Onyx Ring, Swirly Specs, Panacea, Berserker. Top quality heal. Not too hard. Umbral Choker, Berserker Potions. So pretty much everything in here. Oh, that needs Monster Crystal. Rainbow Feather is probably gotten from that bird that I had the ability to fight earlier and chose not to because I'm stupid. Not important though. Let's go ahead and craft some of these. Begin craft. Must get excellent. If I'm not getting excellent, what's the point? Nope, that was only great. Looks like I must commit seppuku. That's also only great. I'm dropping the ball. Couldn't burn through these. Thank goodness that was enough. I'm hoping to get a perfect still. Nope, just great work. Darn it. I was able to make 3. I think the goal is to make 5? A demon's invitation complete. Maybe the goal was just to make a high quality one. Oh, it was to make 2. It's a good thing I didn't remake that. Great or better? Top or better? It's good to make heal all. Panacea. Unfortunately, I don't have the Rainbow Feather. Because I was stupid. It's just re-rolling the whatchamacallit a couple times. No big deal. Let's go ahead and make the Panacea. Begin crafting. Boom, boom. I haven't checked in a while. There's a good chance I'm not even live anymore. I should probably have it set up to where I can see more than just chat. That could have been excellent. But I spaced out a ton of it. This will probably be enough. Excellent. You know who I should probably level up as Flamel? Great work. I've got history with Flamel. He was my life master in Fantasy Life 3DS. I need to make more heal-alls. Kind of in general make stuff with Ultima Alquid. I can make this Umbral Choker, since that was the main thing I wanted the Sultan Stone for. Ba 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 ba. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm being tired. 720? Yeah, I can make that easily. I don't particularly care for its stats, because I'm just making it for the completion. Won't be reaching Hero Alchemist this stream, but I'll probably do it on my own time sooner than later. Whoops. I couldn't tell you what I'm doing. Hopefully I still get top quality or better. Although I've got a bunch of remake stones, so 'tis what it is. The moment of truth. Perfect. Yeah, that's guaranteed top quality. Item drop rate, pretty good. Can't possibly be better than what I'm already wearing. But that is pretty good. Can I make heal all? And craft? Do. Totally can. Unfortunately, it does not require Ultima Alqueed, so it won't work towards that commendation. But it's the thing I gotta do. I probably should have seen if I'm still alive. I'll be ending the stream soon, regardless. I'm just crafting. Quick mix. Alright, didn't even need to use either of the ultimates. Probably could have gotten perfect if I did. I think I need to make 5 of them, so let's go ahead and make another one. Even if I don't, can never have enough of these. Whether or not I remember to use them is another story. It's like that item that's so good you don't use it until you absolutely need it. So you just end up never using it at all. Let's keep going. Alright. Now, is this actually perfect? Probably not. Nope, still just great work. Probably have to do quite a bit better of a job for it to be perfect. Life Weaver. In your hands, blah blah blah. I don't think I had to make 5 of those. I don't know how I convinced myself I did. No, I had to make 5 of them. I'm smarter than I give myself credit for. Am I even still live? Seems like I am. Oh, I also had 3 viewers for a bit. Not very long. I know I said I was going to end the stream, but I can do that later. I don't know what that sound was. I'm doing question things. Yeah, if there's anything I can make more of, it's this. Go ahead and put it up to 2. Actually, it's better to just make 1. I think I get more bonuses that way. I could be wrong. That's how it worked in the 3DS version, but it does seem to actually give you extras proportionate to how much you're making. Or proportional. Whatever the actual word is. So like if you're going to get triple the amount, you actually get triple. Instead of whatever you were actually making plus 3. Anybody who played the 3DS game knows what I'm rambling about. Possibly. Can't be arsed. Hello! It is good to see chat is working. I've been kind of talking to myself for a while. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Do I need to craft it again? Looks like it. Craft one more time. And then the last thing I'm going to need is, well, I need to make this. But that at least doesn't require anything I don't have. I need to figure out where to get monster shards from. It's probably just going to be whatever ore node I don't recognize. Unfortunately, this game is a tiny bit too new for the wiki to be any good. It's like the Wild West out here. It's a new frontier. Except instead of, you know, crime, it's just not knowing where to find anything. And maybe a tiny bit of crime. It just depends. Well, at least they got the Strangelings done. When I was looking for the last Strangeling, I couldn't find any good information on it. It was Magmia, or whatever her name is. She was hiding in a cave. Yeah, if you Google Fantasy Life I and then any resource, it's going to link you to the 3DS wiki first. Which I get, but it's not exactly helpful. Right, I can make that ring, and then I have to continue to find out where I get dark shards from. I also have to continuously fight the urge to say Dark Shard, because Dark Justiciar Shadowheart is DJ Shard. Funny stuff. You can also sound sane by saying you're trying not to say something, and then saying it instead of just saying it out loud. That's how sanity works, right? You know what's interesting? Is that I am almost a hero alchemist, and I don't think the game ever actually requires you make bombs. They were a huge focus of the 3DS game. Probably because of Flemmel's obsession. Hello, Vicar. Expert on Merc and adept on everything else. I've yet to pick up Mercenary, although I hear that the hero rank perk is very good. I'm Hero, Mage, and Minor. Yeah, unfortunately, I work full-time. I don't sleep, though. Damon, what the hell are you doing over here? I'm learning so much about the outside world. I feel lucky to be here. You're looking at a rock, and now Laura's looking at the rock. Well, I'm gonna leave those two to whatever the hell they're doing. Epis for the week. I really wish I could sleep more than I do. But I am super dumb. And Treasure Grove. That's probably not going to be where I get the Monster Shard. Ooh, Poseidon Swordfish. Does sound good, though. Oh well, I've got a couple of these. I've got 89 left. So I'll get the Poseidon Swordfish again someday. Heart of Darkness. I really want to go after this again. Especially since this guy's here. But I don't need another one of these yet. Oh, the fishing's alright. Let's go in here. Depending on what time it is, I wasn't going to realistically hit Hero Alchemist during the stream anyway. Defeat one Applejack Ape. Consider it done. Ooh, one of the statues. The tutorial does not explain fishing very well. As soon as you're catching fish that are harder to catch, you'll figure it out. Oh shit, I didn't actually read what she wants. Protected the world from time, written tales of her holy labors, red thing. So she wants red sacred texts. But yeah, the line strength isn't explained very well. It goes down pretty quickly, but it goes back up as you hit the sweet spot, which I don't think is explained. Hello, is there an Applejack Ape around here anywhere? Oh, here we go. Y'all are pretty chill, but one or all three of you has to die. Alright, you get to live, only because of this nonsense where you become incorporeal. Whoop. You know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to switch y'all out for the miners. And then I'm just going to focus on mining until I get down to where I want to be. Mine all ore deposits. Rest in pieces, King Cobra. I don't want to kill these guys for the possibility of getting slates. Yeah, you can change your party from the menu. It's pretty handy. It's X on an Xbox controller. Or is it Y on an Xbox controller? I just did it, but I'm not entirely sure what button I pushed. Douglas, I don't even understand how you were mostly dead. Whoops. Thank you, Sylvia. I would rescue him, but I've got better things to do. Look at that. I got a slate. 2 slates. Oh, well, I'm glad that you saw you can do that then, because having to go back to the island every time sounds like a huge pain in the arse. Great magic. Alright, one of you hop on that. Actually, 2 of you hop on that. Douglas, you get that one by yourself, and then I'll get this guy. You dorks better not try helping me. Looks like Douglas was distracted. Alright, you 3 continue that task. I'm going to run ahead. Let's go ahead and get this Strangeling. I mean, I've already got all 50 of them. Or, I guess, 49. But if it's one of the NPCs I actually use, then hell yeah. All 3 of you hop on that. I'm just gonna run ahead. Excellent. Bow, bow, bow. Right. Okay. It's just iron. I really need more luminous magic ore deposits. Although, if they weren't so rare, I wouldn't need them. Nope. Put the staff away. Check it out. I can just sick them on the ore deposits. I don't actually have to do anything. Alright, 2 more floors, and then we can get the Strangeling, and then just continue to the Heart of Darkness. It's been so long since I've had to read the Heart of Darkness. I'm pretty sure it was super racist, though. Unfortunately, Swolian Island is like the last new unlock. You screw around there for a bit, and then you have to go back to the present and finish the game. Well, that's not necessarily true. They send you on a wild goose chase. Aw. I probably shouldn't have done that, so I could have gotten an excellent catch. Oh, I can't pull up a map while I'm in here. If you look at the map, though, there is a really large empty space. Like in the middle left of the island, or map, world map, which is presumably going to have something in it eventually. They're already planning to add, like, new stuff with free DLC, which I'm looking forward to. Oh, look, it's the weird goddess statue again. Let's go ahead and pick up the buff, So she wants a sword. She wants a luxurious sword. Energy powder. Not necessarily useless. Are you dorks done over there yet? I'm going to get there without doing any mining myself. I don't even need to give them an SP potion. The three of them working in tandem like that is doing really good. Can you use tandem if it's more than two? Maybe there's a better word for this. My major was English, but I've also not been in school since 2017, so... But when I think tandem, I think like a tandem bicycle, which are usually just built for two. Oh hey, they actually managed to get me an emerald, unless that was something I got. Actually, that was probably from mine. Alright, almost at the Strangeling. I was born in California, and then I kind of grew up all over the place, and I live in California again. So I don't know how I would answer that. Ow, rude. After add up, do we get any other outfits? There are outfits for Master. I can't actually change my gear clothes. Like if I come into here, that's my... Ignore that I'm not dressing my team. Like a life I actually use. Alchemist here. This is the Master Alchemist outfit, which looks nicer than the Adept, and then here's the Apprentice. I actually don't like gold. The only reason I'm wearing this stuff is because I like the Alchemist life. Put the staff away, and then tell my peons to mine that up for me. Alright, one more ore, which is right there. Oh, come on. Unfortunately, all you unlock for a hero is a trophy. But they're nice trophies, so it's probably fine. If you got Legend Alchemist in the 3DS game, it's the same trophy, unfortunately. Same case for Tailor and Miner, but I swear that the Blacksmith trophy wasn't the same as in the 3DS. Either that or I just don't remember the 3DS game as well as I thought I did. I don't know. I really like Fantasy Life I. I've played like 50 hours of it so far. So if I didn't like the game, that would be a tiny bit absurd. Who is that? That looked like the cook guy, maybe? Not somebody I'm actually using, though. I feel like the game knows which buddies I actually use, and I'm very specifically not getting the souped-up Strangeling for them. I love Monster Hunter, and Monster Hunter definitely knows what you're trying to get. Okay, so you're working on making the cog. It is cool. Yep, Desire Sensor, that's what it's called. It is cool that you can actually not have every life, and then just have Strangelings, or I guess at that point buddies, help you out. Ah, you don't have to like the stream. Admittedly, it kind of sucks. It's more fun now. But for the first 3 hours, I was just kind of talking to myself. As one does. I was doing the Colosseum quests. And if you haven't done the Colosseum quests, I totally recommend you do. Because if I come into here, you get this hero stuff, which only gives you more HP. But there's the Forger King stuff, which gives you gathering skills. And then the Artisan King stuff, which gives you crafting skills. Well, Viker, get the game. It's multiplayer. It's cross-platform, too. It's also cross-save. I've been working on this same save on my Switch and my PC. I've got it on Steam and Switch. And since I got the deluxe version on both, I spent $140 on this game. I feel like I've gotten $140 worth of entertainment from it so far, but I don't know, games are just too expensive. It would be unfair to say I'm not enjoying it, though. I really liked the first game, too. I hated Snack World, though. So, like, level 5 has some amazing writing, but there was something about Snack World specifically that just did not click with me. Was not a fan. I only bought it because I liked Fantasy Life, and it sucked. I've never played the Professor Layton games, though, but I hear they've got really good writing, and the same people wrote Fantasy Life. Ow. I'm very slowly releasing my life tutorial videos. I think I've uploaded Magician and Taylor so far. But what's interesting is that I've actually got 10 dislikes on the Magician Life Quest video, or tutorial video, which is hilarious. People are probably finding it, thinking it's something that it's not, even though they call them life tutorials in the game. Oh, by the way, the buddies do speak. I turned it way down because I had Uelia with me, and her voice is absurdly shrill. Also, spoiler alert, even though she was shown off in the trailers, Uelia is in this game. It is kind of interesting that content shown off in the trailer can still count as a spoiler, because a lot of people will avoid those. Which is totally fair. I need y'all to find me that fruit. Alright, it's gotta be in this one then. I mean, I suppose it doesn't have to be. Yeah, she was not the protagonist of the 3DS game, but obviously super important to the story. Oh, there's the fruit. Also, Grant was knocked out. Grants. I think Sylvia tried to save him, but was distracted by the snake. I'll save Grants. Is Ophelia in the game? She is not, currently. Sorry, I was reading chat out of order. Ophelia was not as important to the story. Well, that's not true. Without Ophelia, you wouldn't have gotten into the forest. Blah blah blah. Tales of our labor. Sturdy thing. Here's some sturdy sacred texts. Ophelia was good. Celestia was weirdly enough worse than Uelia. Whatever, I'll risk bringing them. These dorks better not lose me the excellent, though. I should probably not even start hitting it until I find the sweet spot. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not going to risk hitting it again. I'll let them get it down a tiny bit more, and I'm using this. Excellent. Some Sultan Stones. We get someone who has God in the melee lives. What's interesting is that Odin is a paladin, which I guess makes sense because he's heavily armored, but he looks so stupid with that tiny sword and shield. They should have just made him a mercenary. Give him a sword that makes sense for somebody of his stature. Because if I come over here and pull him up, he just looks bad. Potty formation. Alright, Sylvia, I'm temporarily removing you. Equipment. Look how dorky he looks. I mean, this shield's pretty big. Why can't I change his equipment? There we go. But like, look how dorky he looks. He wasn't a paladin in the first game, technically. They didn't have real lives. They were their own things. Every time Odin was depicted, he didn't have a shield. He just had a big sword, I think. I'm like 80% sure. 80% is high for me. Potty formation. I'll get Sylvia back. I don't necessarily know who I'm going to need yet. But like Damon here, Damon didn't have a staff at all. I mean, he was also named Damien, but that's not the point. He didn't use a staff in the first game, but now he has to use a staff. Which unfortunately just makes him too similar to player mages. Same with Euelia. Euelia's stuck using a staff now. Shadow Behemoth? I kind of want to fight that guy. I don't know what he drops. Maybe he drops the Beast Stone, actually. That doesn't sound like anybody I've fought before. I'll also get the band back together. After this round with the trees. Let's go ahead and grab some woodcutters. Alright, let's go. And then I'll switch my focus to combat. For a couple of floors. Ah, there's some ore. Not what I want. I always pick the wrong way. I go the long way around the room. Shadow sharks. Come on, y'all. Drop slates. 3 of 3. Come on, Orlando. The game is really new, so I don't know if it's going to go on sale anytime soon. But if this game does go on sale, I'm going to have to recommend it to everybody, because this game is just really fun. I'm a tiny bit biased, as somebody who's poured hundreds of hours into the first one. Ooh, sweet, shadow sharks. Well, one of them dropped the slate for me. There is free DLC for this game on the way. And a pretty good chance that we're going to get paid DLC eventually. Let's go ahead and grab Euelia, Salone, and Damon. Defeat all monsters, as long as there's not like 100 of them. 27? Not terrible. Still quite a few. And my party is realistically not going to do anything, so I should have just kept gatherers with me. I could have them fighting. Or not fighting. I would be fighting. I would have them gathering stuff. The deluxe edition of this game is only $10 more, but without the early access, which is obviously no longer relevant. I don't think that it's worth $10. You get this charm. It's in here somewhere. You get this charm, which gives you a plus 10 XP gain, which is really good early on, but you can make something with more XP gain than that after not too long. Heck, if you get the game all just to give you something that gives you more XP gain. Half the fun of this game is crafting gear for friends anyway. Oh, that's actually a really good find to just randomly get out of a chest. Did I just shoot a magic bolt straight up into the air? I don't think you can do that on purpose. Yeah, I could probably try to make you some gear that has XP drops. Although from the sounds of it, we're not too far apart in terms of progress. Oh, my staff's actually not very good. If I come in here, it's just a cherry staff. I can make a better one, I just never did. It's still better than anything I've picked up. Notable silver hammer. Yeah, maybe you could use some help, gear-wise. If that's the best hammer you got. I made sure that all of my changelings, not changelings, I might be tired, my strangelings. Ah, dang it, I'm gonna have to come up here if I want the, dude. Also forgot to grab a woodcutter, so I'm going to be doing all that myself. Made scrolls. You can buff a party. Here, let me cut this down. Triple chop. Oh, already found the fruit. So this thing here allows me to give SP to the whole party. But as a mage, I can come into here and then give everybody buffs too. Not scrolls, but there are consumables you can use to buff the whole team. Alright, let's pick up this strangeling. Equipment. Probably helps if I'm not dumb. Blacksmith. I keep accidentally liking stuff. Why is it that my strangelings have better hammer than I do? Couldn't open this up. Oh, that looks like Douglas, who I do use. That is the second time I've gotten a miner this episode, or this this stream. First Grants and now Douglas. Yoink. I will defeat these shadow guys because I want more slates. Are there actually tools that are better for specific types of crafting? Sack of copper. Not very good. I can leave them alone. Here's some peach bees. That missed. Ow, rude. I forgot to change back to my actual damaging magic. Ooh, Shadow Monsters. That is one unfortunate thing about how changing spells works in this game. I'd rather just change elements. Although you can't deal damage with earth magic anyway. It is just healing. So the issue would remain. Keep trying to pull out my horse. Got my horses in the back. Ah, there's a boss in here. And Killer Bear, not with it. I've got very little time. Ew, gross, the sun is rising. Ooh, Shadow Monsters. I've got a couple mounts. I don't have the boat yet. But the boat is not easy to get. I've just got the camel, which you start out with, the tortoise, cashmere, the Knapdragon Cruiser Red, Snapdragon Cruiser Black, and the Snapdragon. I've had the ability to purchase other mounts, I just did not. But also, why would I use anything other than the motorcycle? It comes in black. Done it. I meant to pick up a woodcutter again, and didn't. Cut down all trees. Oh well, there's only 3 of them. Well, the buffalo looks like he's trying to menace me, but he's not attacking. I'm kind of hoping that the boat is just something that automatically kicks in if you fall in the water. Because swimming is really annoying. I mean, I might go after the mounts eventually. I'm not much of a completionist. Which is good, because I've got ADHD. If my brain was fixated on completing every game I played, I would never play anything else. There is a boat mount. If I come into here, it's this last one. It's craftable by an alchemist. I know it's a boat, and I know where to get it. I just haven't gotten it yet, because it's from the treasure boxes that you trade Celestia gifts for. So just more RNG to not be in my favor. Alright. Yeah, RNG can be fun, especially if you get something super rare first or second try. But I had to have handed in like 700 slates before I actually got the recipe for the Black Snapdragon Cruiser. So when what you want is locked behind extreme RNG, it is the most insufferable thing. Ooh, more shadow monsters. My real focus are vampire bats, shadow carides, and shadow sharks. It's like all of my Christmases have come at once. I've handed in like 300 slates just this stream, and I've gotten maybe 2 new recipes. I've definitely not gotten every recipe, and I'm hoping that the game tells you when you do. Vampire bats. Exactly 1 fewer than I need, though. I have been paralyzed. Thanks for the heal, Sloan. You wanna help me get me up? Oh, sweet. More bats. I should probably stop jumping into the center of them if I want to stop getting paralyzed, though. Nobody ever accused me of being smart. I don't need a carpenter. Or not a carpenter, woodcutter. I'll probably grab at least 1 woodcutter. Oh, that's a miner anyway. Let's go ahead and... Sorry, Euelia, let's go ahead and swap you out for Sylvia. I'll keep Salone because he's a healer. And I'll grab, Grants is my... No, I already have a miner. Monica. There we go. I am now prepared for the next 2 floors. Oh, sweet. I just need a fruit. Alright, Sylvia, mind that for me. While I continue doing combat. Does not look like I got the fruit. Actually, she's still mining it. You good, Sylvia? Yeah, she's fine. Oh, and she got the fruit. She could have easily gotten an excellent and just chose not to. But that's fine. I'm not annoyed with my companions at all. What are you? You actually can drop an item I want. So, you have to die. Did I get it? No. No, I did not. Really want a dirty brush? Here you go, I guess. Treasure Grove sapling. I've got like... I had 99 of these when I started the stream. I have burnt through a lot of them. Shadow carrots. Only got one slate from that. But it's fine. Alright. Cut down all trees. Looks like Monica's got her work cut out for her. Luminous Darkwood. I don't particularly need these, but they're really rare. I also probably do need them, I just don't know that I need them yet. Ow, rude. Alright, Monica, go and cut that down. I'll work on this one. Better hurry up before she tries to help me. And triple chop. That's what I like to see. I don't know yet what the dark sap is good for, but presumably something. Don't worry, Kashmir. You are not on my shit list. These are, and I might as well harvest those dark carrots. Oop, I have been paralyzed. Help me, Salone. Or not. Just gonna watch me get tag teamed, are you? Nope. The 2 combat lives are currently paralyzed, while the miner and woodcutter are fine. I guess that does make sense. The combat lives would be the ones on the front lines. Can never have enough shadow carrot seeds. Alright, let's go ahead and swap you 2 out. Back from my mages. Grab you, Elliot. And Damien. Hopefully this is just like a kill a certain number of enemies instead of all of them. It's all of them. I of course saw that before I even finished my sentence. Rest in pieces. These 3 are going to be a lot more helpful when we get to the boss, but they're not really doing a whole lot right now. Ooh. An impeccable mustache. As wild as it sounds, that is actually legendary loot. Ooh, also we get a second chance to see if this Hinawa person is going to drop the item I need. Did you drop the rock? No. Why would they drop the thing I actually want? That's asking too much. I should use the Eureka Essence more often. Alright. Nope, doesn't. There's not actually something over there. It looked like there might have been a chest. Wake up, Salone. We've got a city to burn. I'm hoping this guy drops the monster fragment I need. I wish the game would let me dodge out of stuff like that. Oh, monster's already heated. It's also dead. What's this? Oh, it dropped a mysterious slate. You know what it didn't drop is literally anything I actually need. So that was a huge waste of time. Oh, well, I guess I can upgrade Douglas. Which isn't useless, it's just not something I actually wanted. Okay, Vicar, write that down for me. The Shadow Behemoth doesn't drop anything I want. Unless it does. Recipes. Not what I'm trying to do. Sort of. Let me see here. Although I don't know if it would tell me if it drops it. Monster crystals? Yep, still don't know it drops it. Yes, I will definitely see that when I go to fight it again in the future. Mohawkosaurus. Funny monster. Not useful. I either need Big Beak, who drops the rainbow feather. What are you? Dragon Claw? Oh, there's a monster house here. That's pretty tempting. Replant. Forest Lordfish? Definitely useless. Sorry, whoever that strangeling is. I'm not going in there. Nope, that's also not what I want. Replant. I should also probably just stop the stream soon. I gotta go to bed. Not too long from now. Graphite deposit. As nice as that is, I know how to get those infinitely. I wonder if it's possible that like an ore that I recognize does drop different things in the treasure grove than it does out and about in the wild. So I could just be re-rolling past what I actually need and not knowing it. Somebody work on the wiki. Alright, star. Nope. No. I also know how to fight you indefinitely. They respawn every 5 minutes down in the depths. Dragon Claw. I've actually never been in one of these rooms. They're not very useful this far up. Let's go ahead and replant. I just want to discover something new before I end the stream. Windstar, nope. Replant. I am burning through these faster than I would like. What are you? Just a pumpkin? I do still need a mandrake, but it would genuinely be faster to just stop being lazy and plant carrots. Recluse cherry tree? Don't need it. Replant. You are? I also know how to fight you, so not helpful. So much bad RNG. Nope, not useful to me. What are you? Heart of Darkness? I didn't know that's not what I need. It is tempting, though. I could be looking in all the wrong places. Don't need you. Alright. One more. Or actually, two more, just so I get down to 69. And then I'll call the stream. Fire tree, not helpful. It is a bit of a waste that these resources you can just find out and about on the map are also treasure grove stuff. This dude does look like he could drop the monster shard. So I'm going to keep that one. Nope, leave it alone. I do, however, have to end the stream. So I appreciate the two of you actually coming in and chatting with me for a bit. Let's go ahead and appraise all of our slates. And then just call it. Yep. I actually didn't read a word you said. Only got 28, so this won't take too long. All repeats. Did I just give him one? No. Let's see here. Nope, all repeats. Unfortunate. There are definitely recipes I don't have yet, but I am not getting them. Well, I guess I could go into General Mosia real quick and show off my motorcycle. Not a good use of my Celestia gifts, but I could also buy some loot boxes and see if maybe streaming is the boost to luck I need. Yeah, so it's kind of goofy. It's like a high fantasy game. I'm on a motorcycle. It does make sense though, I suppose. If anybody was going to craft motorcycles, it would be the alchemists. Those alchemists do be crazy. It is my favorite life for a reason. Sure, I've got ADHD. I know about that, but there's got to be something else wrong with me. I'm pretty sure I'm actually insane. In the membrane. Alright, Mako. What was I doing? Buying Celestia gifts, and then actually ending the stream. I can only afford 3, but who knows, maybe one of these is the boat. Wish me luck, chat. None of them were the boat. In fact, I don't need any of this stuff. Huge waste of my time and energy. I don't know, I might actually use these. Well, no, because that's a sticker. What I need are, appliques, or however that's pronounced. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call this here. If you are watching currently, I appreciate you being here. If you are watching the VOD, you've got the patience of a saint. Also, the game audio mutes itself when I tab out for some reason, so that's what's up with that. If you are watching the VOD, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and fizzity farewell. If you are watching live, also like and subscribe, it does help me out. Peace out.